This past year, the Elmira City School District passed saying that they could rename their sports teams the Express after Mr. Ernie Davis himself. I recently sat down with Lisa Kelly to discuss Ernie Davis and how his accomplishments have affected the Elmira City School District. What was it like being a principal of Ernie Davis Middle School when Ernie Davis is described as being hardworking, humble, and trustworthy?
Well, when I was assigned to Ernie Davis Middle School as the principal, I did think about that. What did it mean to be in a space that was named after such a legendary citizen in the Elmira area, as well as to the outside world?
Right.
And I really thought that not only do you have the responsibility of the success of students as a building principal, but I really felt a real need to let students know the importance of Ernie Davis. And I think most young people coming to Ernie Davis had an idea about the man himself, but I'm not sure they really understood or could apply his virtues and character to their own well-being. So that's something that I sort of started to embed into the school.
Right, because most people know that he was just an amazing football player. He won the Heisman Trophy. No one really knows what he was like as a person. They just focus on the athletics of him. Ernie Davis is known as one of the greatest college football players who has ever played the game. How did this impact students who were interested in playing modified football or any sport?
Well, I think they really did recognize that Ernie Davis was a well-rounded individual. And not only was he a great athlete, but he was a great student who always wanted to excel. And I think that those students who embraced the true character of Ernie Davis really tried to apply both his academics first, and then his great talent as a football player, though he was a great all-around athlete.
Right. It was told that Ernie Davis always completed his school assignments even though he was physically tired from his hard workouts on the football field.
I would think that would be the model student, that you have the whole piece. And I think that when you do have those students in your school, you are anxious to set them apart as a model to their peer group.
Right.
And that's how I would have used Ernie Davis, that he was a young man who put his academics first. He was a great athlete, but he was also a great person in that he had such character, but everybody liked him. When you think of your friends at school, those are the people you want to associate with.
Ernie Davis was born in New Salem, Pennsylvania on December 14. He later then came to Elmira in 1952. When he arrived in Elmira, he went to none other than Elmira Free Academy. This is where he was a three-sport athlete and played football, basketball, and baseball. What did having a school named after Ernie Davis do for the school district and for the community?
Well, I certainly think that it puts Elmira on the map. And certainly since the movie The Express came out, I think people really looked at Elmira a little bit differently. Sometimes Elmira is known within New York State as having 2 state prisons, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, when people realize that Ernie Davis is from Elmira, well, that makes you look a little bit different to the outside world.
Ernie Davis believed that to succeed in life, you must pay the price. He believed that you must remember that success comes from hard work, dedication, and determination. What are your thoughts on his beliefs?
Well, I would hope that we would all embrace that anything that you do it to the best of your ability. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the champion, you have to be the valedictorian. It doesn't mean that. It means that look within yourself, do the very best that you can do and carry on from there, and let people see what your best is, and then people admire you for always doing your best.
In 1959, Ernie Davis attended Syracuse University, where he helped win the national championship, the only title Syracuse has not won. 2 years later, in 1961, Ernie Davis was the first African American to win the Heisman Trophy. Everyone that knew Ernie Davis could not say one bad thing about him. Shortly after Ernie Davis signed with the Cleveland Browns, he died of leukemia. The owner, John Brown, once said that Ernie Davis reminded him as a gentleman that was a gentleman. So if you are ever down in the Elmira area, I recommend you guys come down and see the amazing statue of Ernie Davis.